As we continue our journey through the piles, I want to talk a little bit today about menus and the importance of. I know right now you're sitting in the middle of them piles, and the least thing you want to talk about is a menu. However, if you would perhaps share some thoughts and opinions with me, you might find this a helpful discussion. Menus are, as in restaurants, items that we can choose from that may lead us to make decisions. I think if we talk about options that you have, which may right now seem minimal because you have experienced the should on, should on, should on syndrome, as we talked about earlier, about people out of their frustrations and whatever's coming in and telling you you should, and on the receiving end in your head, that just turns up the old flame and makes the emotions bubble higher, and it makes it seem as if I cannot, I cannot, I cannot, I cannot, which we have talked about in our earlier discussion also, when it may just be a willingness. What I would like for a few seconds is just let's get us a nice cold glass of refreshing milk and look at options with the understanding that options are things that we may choose to do, don't have to do. As in a restaurant, if I go in, I like a big menu. I like to go through pages and pages and pages of items to select from. Some of those items on the menu I do not want. I do not like duck. I do not like lamb. However, I would like for them to remain on the menu. One day I might. I have my favorites. I have things that friends may suggest that I try because they like them. Menus are options. As we go through these times of piles and piles, it would be helpful if we are able to take a pen and pencil out, and I'm asking you think of this, and spend a few days calmly refreshing glass of milk. Write out every option on your paper that you can possibly think of. Those that may not seem appealing to those that seem very appealing to those in between. The more items on the menu, the more we may be able to select from. Selection is important. It gives us an opportunity to have a starting point. So as you do this, please look around, listen to the should ons, and take those little comments without the emotional as maybe a menu item. Think to yourself of things that you could try and omit the I cannots. I cannots. Put them down as an option. We will discuss willingness later. It seems we all go through these phases of piles. That if we can, at those times, find options, it enhances the beginning of our journey. So, as you do this, look around, talk to other people, listen, read articles. Under it all, as we've just talked about, it is not the IQ so much, it is the I will. Within yourself, you will find options. Those things that we do to ourselves because of the pressure and the emotional diarrhea can inhibit us in menu planning. Cold glass of milk, a few minutes to yourself, a few days, put together options. As you do this, please send your thoughts and opinions on menu building to us so that we all can be more flexible and understanding that we do have many, many, many positives in the midst of chaos as our options. Don't be the weakest link.